YouTube Space Lab is an open competition inviting 14 to 18-year-olds anywhere in the world to create an idea for a science experiment to be conducted actually in space. You don't have to actually do the experiment, but you just have to record yourself explaining it on YouTube. We actually have a clip of an entry from 3 students from the UK. Take a look. Oh, don't know if we...
Hello, I'm Emily and I'm 15.
I'm Louis and I'm 15.
And I'm David and I'm 17. And we're here in the lab to present our biology entry into the YouTube Space Lab competition, in which we're investigating the effects of microgravity and quorum sensing in a bacterium known as Vibrio fischeri.
Quorum sensing is a type of chemical communication between organisms, particularly bacteria, which measures the size of the nearby population of same species organisms. Unfortunately, we came across the problem that in space, using only a camera, you cannot observe this behaviour at a microbial level.
But we found a solution to this problem.
See, it's easy, right? I don't know, those terms are pretty high-tech that they are talking about, but really cool. These young scientists may actually see their experiment conducted on the International Space Station, and your young Einstein could too. Google's Zahaan Bharmal joins us from Space Camp in Huntsville, Alabama, with all of the details. Good morning.
Good morning, Kristen. How are you?
I am doing well. This is so exciting. You're the brainchild behind Space Lab on YouTube. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Sure, yeah, so I'm the space geek who came up with the idea. In a nutshell, Space Lab, it's a global competition where we're asking 14 to 18-year-old kids around the world to come up with an idea for an experiment that could be carried out in space. They just need to record a short 2-minute video explaining their idea. Once we get all the ideas, Stephen Hawking and other brilliant minds will pick the best of these experiments. We'll then take the best 2. We're going to pack them on a rocket and send them to the International Space Station, 250 miles above the Earth, and on board the space station an astronaut will carry out the experiment and we will stream it live on YouTube for millions of students around the world to see. And we really think that that final live stream is going to be just about the world's largest, coolest science classroom ever.
Wow, that sounds really cool. Now, what kind of experiments are you guys looking for?
So very broadly, we're looking for experiments that are either biology or physics related. The full details and guidelines in the competition can be found on our channel, and that's youtube.com/spacelab. There you can see the full details, as well as some other videos that can help inspire and help you think about your idea for an experiment in space. We're looking for good science, the same good science that teachers would want of their students in the classroom, and we're looking for imagination, creativity, passion. We want kids to really take advantage of this once-in-a-life opportunity to see their experiment 250 miles above the Earth for the whole world to see.
Right. Now, what are do you have any examples of experiments that have already been submitted?
Sure, so I mean, the video you just played there is a great example. We're getting other ideas to do with, you know, for example, how plants behave in space without gravity, what happens to, say, a spider's web. There are lots and lots of possibilities. We've tried to make the guidelines as open as possible to give the broadest room for creativity and imagination possible.
Wow, now how can we get our kids more involved in this and get them involved in getting those ideas out there?
You know, I mean, I think inspiration can come from anywhere. When I was a teenager many years ago, it was a book, a space book that my dad bought me for my birthday that was the first inspiration for me. But I think kids today have such a wonderful opportunity to be inspired by video. And if you look at the Space Lab channel that we've created, you can see some of the most interesting, compelling, engaging space and science-related videos out there. And I think I'd encourage anyone with an interest in space to go, have a look, be inspired, and come up with your own idea for an experiment that can be carried out in space.
Now, as far as the judging of the experiments, are you judging? Who's judging the experiments?
So I'm not one of the judges, but we've got Stephen Hawking, who I mentioned, one of my childhood heroes, but we've also got this incredible panel of scientists, astronauts, past and present, educators, teachers, leaders from NASA and the other space agencies around the world. All of these people have come together because they share the same passion, the same vision for inspiring the next generation of scientists and explorers.
And there's actually a prize for the winner. What is that about? the prizes?
Absolutely. So we really hope that the ultimate prize is this incredible opportunity to see your experiment in space. But if that is not enough, in March next year, we're going to invite the 6 regional finalist teams from around the world to a special event in Washington, D.C. And at this event, they're going to get a chance to experience a zero-gravity flight, which is one of those parabolic jumbo jets that makes you feel weightless. And it's what we call the Vomit Comet. And it's at that same event that we're going to announce the 2 global winners. And it's those 2 winning teams that are going to get their experiment sent into space. And it's those 2 winning teams that are going to get an opportunity to either go to Japan to see the rocket carrying their experiment blast off into space, or a trip to Russia to Star City to experience a real astronaut training experience. We really think it's a wonderful opportunity for anyone with an interest in space and science.
Oh, this is so cool. I love it. I used to want to be an astronaut, scared of flying, ended up being a meteorologist, close enough, right? But I was just wondering, what are other ways we can get kids more excited about science and space too? I know they've made so many cuts to the space program now. This is a great way to get kids excited. Do you have any other tips or ideas?
I really think inspiration can come from anywhere. It can come from video, it can come from teachers, it can come from parents. I just encourage kids to go out there and explore, think big, dream big, be inspired. And we really want to, with this competition, we want to show kids that space can be for them. Space can be for everyone.
All right, well, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate having you on this morning.
It was absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.